Welcome back everybody, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Today I'm going to talk about the couple of layers of the ECWCS system I didn't talk about in our first video, which would be levels 3, 4, 5, and 7. So, welcome to ECWCS 2.0, the winter edition. And I'm going to start right off with what I'm wearing right here. This is level 3. Now if you remember right, in the first video we talked about levels 1, 2, and 6, which are, let's see, the level 1 is a silk weight, sort of long johns. Layer 1, silk weight drawer. It's power dry 100% polyester. Level 2 is a grid fleece, sort of heavier thermal kind of thing. Level 2 of that is the same kind of drawers and shirt setup, but it's got this grid fleece in it. Doesn't that just, it looks as comfortable as it really is. So here we are, level 3. Just a fleece jacket, and I'm going to show you why it's cool. All right, what they were trying to do with this was make it would sort of mimic animal fur. So it's fuzzy, it's real fuzzy. What it does is trap air underneath a shell layer. If you wear this and there's wind blowing with no shell over it, it's not going to really help you at all. Wind blows right through it, it's breathable. So that's why we like it, because it's a good all-purpose thing. You know, even if it's just a sweater you want to throw on, you're getting a little chilly, okay? Like this thing, awesome. You can bundle it right up. Again, you could probably stuff it in your cargo pocket, but it'd be pretty bulky, but still, doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Nice and warm. You can piggyback this on top of level 1 and give yourself a base layer and then an insulator. Is what you need. Your 3 tenets of this layering system are base layers, which gather your sweat and moisture and wick it toward the surface. You have an insulator like this that holds in your heat, and then you have a shell, like say a Gore-Tex or some of these layers I'm about to show you, that block the wind and the elements from otherwise ruining the rest of your clothing underneath. Moving on, level 4 is essentially a BDU ACU shirt. And I'm gonna put this on so you guys can see what's up with it, but it's what it is, it's super lightweight. Like you might as well call this like a windbreaker. So again, I'm gonna take this off. Now I'm cold. Throw this on, you'll see this fits a lot like a regular like uniform shirt. But it's a little baggier. All right, the other thing about the ECWCS system, it uses what they call sizing logic. So what that means is if you're a size medium like I am, it doesn't matter what the layer is supposed to go over top of or underneath. They've used sizing logic to, you get your size and it fits. See, now this is a little big, but that means I could fit this underneath it, add an insulation layer to my shell. Now, this fabric is what they call a nexus fabric in some cases. It's a little bit stretchy in 4 ways. It can stretch both ways, so you get like good mobility, right? It's got a zipper. It's got a couple inside pockets. It's got shoulder pockets, no Velcro though. It's semi-water resistant, like water will sort of beat up off of it, and it blocks wind really good. I got a high collar. So, you know, it's getting a little like brisk out here. We're talking, you know, late spring, early spring, and start moving into the fall, and the wind is starting to blow. This is an awesome layer to reach for. It's pretty durable, and I've heard soldiers tell me that because it matches the rest of the uniform, even in the summertime, this is much more comfortable to wear because it's so lightweight. It's very lightweight. I'm notoriously bad at this, but I figure it weighs like 1.5 pounds, and this, you can really just crumple this up and get this anywhere you want. Super cool, like real quick shell layer if you're out on the trail. Throw this in your bag. Short of like a big full-fledged Gore-Tex, this is a cool little outer layer to have. Moving forward again, I'm gonna put level 3 back on because it's kind of chilly in here. Sorry if I'm making a bunch of noise in the microphone. I'm not used to this lapel mic we've got. So, got my level 3 back on. Zip it up. Righty. So, and on to level 5. Now, level 5 is made out of the same fabrics as level 4. But what they've done here is given you a parka. Now, a parka in the generalist of terms, usually has a hood, and it's usually a bit longer. It'll come down to about like your hip pocket, below your waist kind of thing. That's the difference between a jacket and a parka. A jacket typically cuts off right at your belt line. Parka hangs down a little further. So they've given us a parka here. Now this is what they would call like their standard military uniform for the wintertime. Rather than wearing the BDUs and the shirts like the typical uniform in the field or in combat in the wintertime, they'd be wearing something like this. Now again, go right over my insulator layer here. Again, the sizing logic makes it so that this jacket just fits right over this. No worries, I didn't have to size up, size down, worry about any of that. Everything's a medium. Zippering it right up. This jacket's a little more full-fledged than the level 4 Windbreaker. Got chest pockets, full Velcro, pockets on the sleeves, and a big, huge hood that can even fit your helmet under it. It also comes with pants that match. So you have a full, winter uniform right here. It's again water resistant, wind resistant, and that is not to say proof, it is resistant. These are the same as your regular BDU pants essentially. They got cargo pockets on the side, regular hip pockets, although these are deep and they sort of have a mesh inside. Again, it's all about the breathability. Button and Velcro, zipper, and these hookups for suspenders. The suspenders actually came with them. I don't really like them. They're kind of a pain in my ass to get them on and off. I don't really use them, but they come with them. So level 5 is your standard thing if you're out in the wintertime. What level 5 was meant to replace was the original ECWCS. Okay, this is Gen 3. This is Gen 3 we're talking about here. Gen 1 was a plastic Gore-Tex suit. And when you moved or walked in it, it was waterproof and it did what it was supposed to do, but it just the most terrible, noisiest suit you could possibly wear. It didn't bend, it folded. It was like wearing a plastic bag, and the colder it got, the worse this became. So what level 5 does is removes that. You're quiet and loose and it's nice. There's no bendy, foldy nonsense going on. So, you know what, for the next level, I'm gonna keep this on. Now all right, I got my level 5 and my level 3 on. I've been moving around, I'm doing stuff, I'm active. This is what you wanna be when you're active. You want a base layer, an insulator, and a shell layer. So that's what I got. Okay, but I'm like, shit, I gotta stand around and wait for something or other to go on, and I'm starting to get cold here. This is where level 7 comes in. If you've ever seen a modular sleeping bag system, this is basically that in a coat and pants. So all right, I gotta stand still, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't wanna be moving around while you're wearing this coat, but I gotta stand still. I gotta sit in my deer blind. It's cold and I'm not moving around too much. Again, sizing logic, everything here is a medium. Now I am poofed up in this big old coat. Oh, wait for it. And nothing can touch you. You are insulated, my friend. And there is also pants that go with this. I'm not going to break them out right now, but imagine, this, but pants, and you're in there. Now, this is ECWCS 3.0, the 3rd generation of this system. What they were trying to do was give a warfighter, soldier, the means to have the protection they needed from any weather event that could possibly happen no matter where they were. And also knowing that, a soldier from Texas is maybe not as used to the cold as a soldier from Alaska. So you're the guy from Texas, you're rocking this and you're cool, you're still in regs, got your name tapes and flags and whatnot, but you're the dude from Alaska and you're like, bro, I ain't even that cold, so you're wearing the level 5, just hanging out and everything's cool. This was meant to give everybody a shot at equality when it came to the weather situation. Now, packing it all, you're gonna need like a 48, maybe even a 72-hour backpack. This thing's kind of big. And when you buy one, it actually comes with its own stuff sack, because this is probably the biggest part, plus the pants, of the whole system. It's a little tough to fit this in your go bag. But in the wintertime, indispensable. You almost gotta have it. And if it's not too cold out, the level 7 layer can replace the sleeping bag. So now you can wear it and move around. So it's a really cool system, you guys. And I'm gonna harken back to the original video that we did about it to refresh our memory on level 1, 2, and 6. Level 6 is the Gore-Tex. It's for heavy rain or wet snow, or if you're gonna have to be crawling around or something in something like that. Level 1 and 2 are like just a base layer, but a different form of one. How chilly is it? So to recap, you've got those two. Level 3 is like a primary insulator layer. There is no pants that match this, just a jacket you can throw on. And you can see it's got the name tapes and stuff on it. This is authorized for use with no shell layer. You can kind of walk around wearing this. See, I got my rank, name, unit. And then level 5 steps it up from there. And every layer of it is essentially very, very useful, but not all the time. You're almost never gonna need level 7 in the warmer weather at all. The rest of them though, kind of come in handy no matter the time of year. If you can find this stuff, it's really excellent gear. It's moderately priced. If you're managed to find it brand new, you're gonna pay a little bit. If you're finding it used, you're not gonna pay so much, but you are gonna see things like frayed seams, busted zippers, maybe even faded out colors and stuff. But the performance of it is still gonna be there. All in all, I'd recommend the ECWCS system for anybody, but that doesn't mean you have to go and get the like military issued stuff. Take the basic tenets of what I'm saying. Base layer, insulator, shell layer, and those are the real laws of sheltering and preparing to be out in inclement weather. It doesn't matter what color the stuff is, it doesn't matter what country the stuff was made of. Does it work? And these basic principles on how to do it, and you're gonna be okay. All that being said, I hope you found this video to be informative, maybe a little entertaining, and I'll answer questions in the comments, hit us up in the DMs. Always willing to talk with you guys about stuff like this. I love me some gear. So until next time, we'll catch you later. Have a great one. Just wanted to remind you to like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video for more awesome content brought to you by the Livingston Man, myself, and my partner Mike. We are Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Love you guys. Have a good one.